And so basically, at registration, when people are coming in, and I'll talk about that in a minute, when people are coming in to register, basically all they're going to be doing is driving up, and the assistants from OU are going to be taking their names and taking their clubs and putting their clubs in the bag. So you don't have to worry about any of that. That's going to be taken care of by OU. And they will be giving them their their cart numbers. So if there's any changes or anything that any other questions they have, that's the only reason really any of the golfers need to go to the registration table. But while they're there, you could also let them know about the raffle, those people that are at the registration desk. Also, you'll have a list of where everybody's cart is, so in case they forget what the people at OU told them, you'll have a list there, so you can tell them what cart number they're on, and that's pretty much it. So basically, they'll be unloading their golf bags, going to the parking lot, and walking back to get into either their carts or practice their swing or whatever they do right before we're getting ready to start. The sponsor concierge is going to ensure that the engagement holes have what they need. Now, the engagement holes are holes that we have where we have two sponsors and also MMSDC, where we are going to be and basically, as it says, engaging with the golfer. So we've had them place at holes that generally back up. So they're going to be there all day playing little side games with people as they come through. And so you're just there to make sure, or just check on them from time to time to make sure they don't need anything. For instance, if somebody needs a bathroom break, or can you bring me some water, or a sandwich or something. You're just there to be a support. So just check in there. You don't have to be there the whole time with them, but just make sure that they're okay. Okay.
So Don,
Yes.
we do have a question. Is
hmm
everybody eligible for the hole-in-one contest? Is there a charge to participate?
Okay, so this is a different type of situation. Every par three is a hole in one opportunity. Okay, the only people that are not allowed to participate, obviously, is the person that's the monitor, and also if you within the last year have been a member of the PGA or the NCAA. Okay. If you've participated in any of those events or are part of that, either a NCAA golfer or a PGA professional golf, you are not eligible to win a prize in the hole in one.
Thank you. And we did have another question. When will golfers receive course assignments? And of course, we are issuing those course assignments now.
Yeah.
Can volunteers participate?
In the hole in one, no. Okay. Yeah, they have to be part of, they have, basically, if somebody wins, we have to send a list of all of the registered golfers. If they're not a registered golfer in the tournament, they're not eligible for the hole in one.
I've done a number of hole-in-one contests monitoring before.
hmm
Is there a charge? Like some people use it as a fundraiser where you put in $10 or something like that. We're
No,
not taking anything like that, correct?
no, we're not.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's included in the price. So no, there's no charge to participate in the hole in one. It's included in your green fees. And also, of course, for the witnesses, there are no mulligans, there's no do-overs, nobody could take your shot for you. It's got to be a hole in one. Now, there's a grand prize. The grand prize is a trip to the Super Bowl in 2022, valued at about 15 grand, includes a hotel, I think for 3 nights, um, which is very cool, right? And the other three, and they will be assigned, which holes. Which want to try to actually have the easiest hole be the grand prize because we really want somebody to win that, right? But also note that they have to they have to be hitting from the designated tee boxes. So in order to get these prizes to get the underwriting, the women's minimum yardage is going to be 130 yards. The men's will be 150 yards, and the course is going to have those tee boxes marked. Okay. The alternate additional hole-in-one monitoring um, includes a Scotty Cameron putter, iPad, and I always forget the name of that big fancy cooler, but it's a big fancy cooler.
I think it's a Yeti.
Yeti, yes, that's what it is. I guess I'm not that into coolers, so, but I hear it's an amazing cooler. If you like that type of thing. So those, again, they have the same minimum yardage. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to have, win a hole-in-one. Okay. Great. So also, MMSDC will have engagement hole presence as well. We'll have a table at each course. And our goal there is to sell raffle tickets, interact with the golfers, chat them up, remind them to bid on the silent auction, and of course sell those raffle tickets, and also be happy and joyous and all that other good stuff, because, we want to remind people they're out there having a good old time. Also, the Blue Cross Blue Shield engagement hole assistant, Mark, I guess he's going to be assisting them. He's going to assist them with the cornhole toss. So basically, what's going to be happening at the sponsor engagement holes is there'll be little side games. So while they're kind of waiting to tee off at the next hole, they can play a cornhole toss. If they win, they can pick a prize. Just reach in and pick prize from the fishbowl, and it can range from anything from a Blue Cross Blue Shield tchotchke to a mulligan to a yardage advantage on the hole that they're getting ready to shoot from. They'll have to use it on that next hole. The upcoming hole. Of course, those can't be used on any of the par threes. Okay. They will need people back at the parting gift station. I believe these are going to be the same people that were assigned to registration. And so basically, again, your job is to sell the raffle tickets, make sure they turn in a scorecard to the Golf Pro. Also, because we went from like 260 golfers to 300 in a few days, not everybody is going to get a parting gift. So we're kind of figuring out what they're going to get as a substitute, but I said make sure the golfer's name is on the parting gift list, and cross out their name before distributing, just so we make sure that people, get the right people get what they're supposed to get. And remind them again to bid on the silent auction auction items. Oh, I'm getting so tongue-tied this morning. I apologize. And we have some backup people, Milton and Deandra. So as needed, they can fill in. So this is sort of what it's going to look like when the golfers drive up. The golf carts are clearly marked, therefore the golfers can find their cart for the day. The registration will be close by. The golf and learning staff will run the bag drop services for golfers. They will have alphabetical sheets with the golfer's name and make sure the golf bags get on the appropriate golf cart. We have 2 different golf colors to represent our different golf courses. There are 2 golf courses, as you know, the Scharf and the Khaki Cousins. Okay, so they don't get confused. They have them color coded for you. And this is just sort of what it's going to look like the day of. All right. So here are some of the best practices on the course and additional resources. Some of the best practices include familiarizing yourself with the course map. I believe we'll have that for you either prior or that morning. Know the locations of the restrooms and also the food and beverage locations. Be ready and available to switch roles. Be quick to be able to pivot, right, if needed. Also be silent and still. If you're like driving up trying to get something to somebody, you see like a group of teams getting ready to tee off or hit their ball, just kind of stop your cart, a little bit behind them. You want to try to be invisible and just be silent when they're about to hit and wait for them to finish hitting before you proceed. Never drive up to the... Yes?
May I stop you and
Sure.
have you answer a question from the last slide? So
Sure.
Don, will the hole-in-one monitor get transportation to the hole?
Yes, absolutely.
I am not a golfer trying to clarify. We are at Oakland University.
Yes, we're at Oakland University Golf Learning Center. So
And then,
yes, you will all get a ride to the holes, that you are monitoring. Of course, if you need a break, and you will, I'm sure it's too very long time to be out there on the course. Um, Let one of the other volunteers know that you need a break. Just let them know you need a break. And actually, according to the contract that we have with the hole-in-one company, the only hole that really must have a witness on it is the one for the Super Bowl. Okay, there'll be one, of course, on each hole for the Super Bowl. So that one has to always have a witness there, um, while the group is hitting. Okay, the other ones, it's not mandatory; it's just recommended. Just keep that in mind.
thank you. And then Jim, your question of how you're going to get to the hole. I've been told that you personally are going to have to run, Jim, run.
Well, a lot of times when I do this, they provide us with a cart, so we have someplace to sit while they're,
Right. They are either going to have a cart for you, or they're going to have a table and chair for you. You're going to have some place to sit, so you're not going to be standing the whole time. All right. The only way that you would not have a cart is if they don't have enough carts, because we went from you know uh, 260 golfers to 300 pretty much overnight on the last within the last week, and they're kind of scrambling getting us other carts. So every person at every hole-in-one may not have a cart, but you're not going to have to get out there by yourself. We are going to get you out there.
well, that or Teresa can carry me, so.
Yes.
Okay,
On
and
bikes.
then
Just kidding.
the next question is, what if you volunteered, but your name was not listed on the assignment sheet? If you volunteered, we do have your name. Um, there was some mix up with responding back, getting in time. So please do show up if you are on this call, and we will put you to work. And then the
Yes.
next question is, was that a complete list of volunteer assignments? Didn't see my name. And again, if we didn't get a confirmation, you may not be on the list, but if you are on this call and you received an email, then we will put you to work.
And also, just once we get to the end, to the question and answer period, I am going to ask, Muriel, I did see you in the waiting room, so I wrote your name because I remember that I didn't recall seeing that name on the list. So I will add you on and email you what your assignment is. But at the end of the call, I will do a just kind of like a call for anyone else who did not see their names, to make sure that we have some place for you.
No more questions at this time.
Oh, okay. All right. So I think I was at the Be Silent and Be Still. Oh yeah, never drive up to the green. And the green, for those who are not familiar with the course, that's where like the hole is. You'll see a pole with a flag. And there's usually a little sign before you get up to the green that says carts, and that's like as far as a cart can go without having to go on back onto the cart path, which of course is the kind of the paved way that goes throughout the course. On course safety is very important. So whenever you are on the course, please stay very aware of your surroundings. Just don't take off. Just realize that there might be balls flying. You might not see them. Sometimes there are a lot of blind spots on a golf course. You don't want to get hit by a ball, because that'll hurt, or we don't want anybody to get injured. Stay on the cart path if at all possible. If you must cross the fairway, and the fairway is that green part between where they tee off in the hole, make sure, if you're kind of taking a shortcut, have to cross through it. Make sure our team is not hitting in your direction. If they're walking up, chances are it's kind of safe to go across, because they're not in the process of hitting a ball. But if you see them all kind of gathered together with their clubs ready to go, just wait before you cross the fairway, just for your own safety. Also, if you hear somebody yell "4," never look in that direction, because that's probably where the ball is coming from. You don't want it getting you right between the eyes, okay? You turn your back to their voice, duck and cover, okay? So you don't want anybody to get hurt. Additional resources can be found on the golfminoritysupplier.org. So there'll be more information there on the event and golf etiquette. And don't forget to check the amazing prizes we have on our silent auction. Tell your friends it's open to anyone, even people that are not participating in the tournament. So anybody can bid on those until the end of the silent auction. There's some very cool prizes. There are trips to Napa, to the ESPY Awards, having a dinner with one of the MBEs, bourbon gift box, among other things. So check it out. Really kind of cool stuff. And tell your friends. Okay. Let's see. Next page.
I have a question.
Oops, sorry.
For arrival, do course 1 and course 2 start at the same place? I've never been at the Oakland University golf course.
Sharon, do you know the answer to that? Because it looks like they are all starting from the same point.
They do all start from the same point, and then they kind of break off, as I recall.
So I don't have to go to, like, I'm assigned to course 2. If I go to the same parking
Just
lot.
come to the main building, and then
Okay.
you'll get your golf cart and go off to where you're going.
Yeah, we're going to get escorted. You know, all the players are going to get escorted to their holes. Now, if you are a hole witness, you're going to get escorted out. They're going to take you out there prior to everybody else showing up, obviously, because you have to be there for the first group when they tee off. And the people that are going to be, the engagement hole people will probably be there prior as well. Make sense?
Absolutely. Just before we go on to other questions, really quickly, that was fast. Muriel, I know I have you, and then there's D Freem 22. I don't know can you type your name in the chat so that I can make sure?
Yeah, it's Danielle. Danielle
Oh.
Freeman.
Danielle
I'll type it in the chat. Yeah.
Freeman? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will look. Are you with Ford?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Okay. I will look for you and add you, and then send an updated assignment list so that you'll know where you're assigned. Thank you. Is there anyone else who was did not see their name? I think we got everyone else, but I just want to make sure.
You're on mute, Mr. Isley. Click your audio button.
Maybe try it without your headset on. Sometimes the headset interferes. It doesn't look like his audio's working, those buttons.
No, it's not on.
Oh,
Yeah.
he just muted himself again. Okay.
Do you want to type in the chat? Type your question in the chat.
Oh, you're muted now, Robert. Unmute yourself, Robert.
There it is. Can you guys
Oh,
hear me?
there you are. Now we can hear you.
Sorry about that. I'm kind of a rookie with the Zoom. We usually use WebEx at Ford. But yeah, I'm Robert Isley, and I'm looking forward to supporting the event. I did join a little bit late. Apologies for that. And was just wondering if I could see the list of assignments or if that could be shared.
Oh, yeah. Can we go back, Dawn?
Sure.
I remember, Robert, you said you had something else. You were going to be joining late.
You see it now? Wait, going out. Hold on, sorry. I am I'm trying to. Oh, how do I get back?
In the slideshow.
Oh, there we go.
Good.
Okay, can you see it now? Okay. So here's the group, here's the beginning of the list. See, Robert, you're probably looking for you, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. You are a hole-in-one monitor.
All right.
Yes. And for one of the alternate par 3 prizes, which include cooler, iPad, and a Scotty Cameron putter.
All right. Exciting.
Yes.